Hello everyone, welcome to Iredell-Statesville Schools EDtalks. Our guest today is Nikolas Frederik, who is a student at South Iredell High School, an IBO World School. And we are so proud to have Nikolas here. Nikolas, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We have many successful students in our district, and we're trying to showcase some of our best and brightest. And Nikolas has certainly been a standout for us. Nikolas has attended several schools in our school system, including Cool Springs, Cloverleaf, Northview IB, and now he is at South Iredell High School, where you are a junior. And I understand that you are a very successful student, phenomenal academic record, very involved in the school, in extracurricular activities, and you have a particularly special interest in the law. And so you have been down in Raleigh and served in some pretty key leadership roles down there. So congratulations to you about that.
Thank you.
You have served the House of Representatives as a student page and the North Carolina Senate. And in just a few weeks, you'll be going down to serve as a page for Governor McCrory.
Yes, that's right.
So, wow, that's quite a long list of accomplishments there. Congratulations to you. Tell us a little bit about what's your interest in state government?
Well, first of all, probably my longest running dream is I've always wanted to be the U.S. Attorney General. And so going into the PAGE programs really gave me an insight into what state law was like and what the state Congress worked. So it gave me kind of a insight into the political system, so I could get a feel for how everything worked there and to see how comfortable I would be with it. And it really makes me really want to go to the federal level and work there and hopefully become the U.S. Attorney General.
That's a lofty ambition, and I really admire you for setting your goals so high. Now, how does one go about getting an assignment in the PAGE program? What's the process?
Well, first, I'm pretty sure you can go to either the House or the Senate's website or the North Carolina Congress's website, and they have a paging section that you can do. And it's an online application. You have to just fill out some basic info, like with a lot of applications. You have to write an essay on either leadership role or why you would be good for the PAGE program in either the House or the Senate or for Governor Pat McCrory. And then you have to get recommendations from people in your community or teachers, people like that who will be able to make you stand out from all the other applicants so you can get your position.
So it is very competitive. Lots of kids from across North Carolina are wanting to serve in those positions. Well, what are some of your takeaways? You've been down there twice. What did you learn, and what were some of the things that you'll remember for a long time, had a deep impression on you?
Probably the biggest thing that really impacted me was when I was at the North Carolina Senate, paging there. And what I had noticed from my trip to the House of Representatives was that it was typically party against party. It was never a mixed view. It was always party against party. And then at the Senate, there was one Democratic representative in the Senate who really he stood up and he spoke his mind. He went against his own party, he went against the other opposite party, and really just spoke what he believed and what he wanted to happen, what he just truly believed in. And it really inspired me to hopefully be like him one day and be able to speak my own mind in something that important.
Yeah. You know, some folks would look at the political landscape in North Carolina right now, and even the nation, and point out the fact that we have become so polarized, and there doesn't seem to be middle ground, and people are not as flexible as they were a generation ago and willing to compromise. You got any thoughts on that?
I would say those people are right now. It was definitely very polarized. It was very party against party. One party would stand up, say, hey, we want this to happen. The other party would be like, no, sorry, not going to happen. And I didn't like that. I feel like even though you're on two different sides of the bill and you believe in different things, I think you should still be able to compromise, because it's the Congress's job to not only work for themselves to help them out, but it's also their job to help the state out. It's their job to help the citizens in the state out in the best way they can.
Yeah, well said. Well, as you get ready to serve the governor of North Carolina, what are some of the things that you're anticipating and hoping to get out of this experience?
I'm really hoping to maybe get my foot in the door with the North Carolina government, hopefully make a big impression so maybe my name's remembered down the road. And definitely, I'm just looking to have a lot of fun. You meet some really, really cool people who are also paging. And so I have a couple of friends that I still keep in contact with. And
Good. How's school going? You're a junior
Yes.
At South Iredell. Those grades are up and you're learning a lot. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to be in the IB program.
Well, I'm in the diploma program since I'm a junior now, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's completely different from how we would normally learn. It's definitely a lot more student-based. It's your own creative solutions to the problems rather than searching for the teacher's answer. You're just finding your own answer, and I really like that. It's very project-based. I love projects. You get a week to 2 weeks to do projects, and that's what we're graded on, and it's a lot of fun, but there's definitely a lot of work into it.
So in a typical school week, describe your day and the amount of homework you have and how you have to pace yourself.
Well, actually, this past week would be a good example of that. In my history class, we had a comprehensive assessment due last Friday. We also had a English assessment due last Friday at the same time. And last Friday, in our English class, we got another assessment, which is due today, which I already have completed and turned in. And then we had a French assessment yesterday. And I mean, it's a lot of work. There's definitely a lot going into it.
In a typical week, what's the average amount of time outside of school that you spend on schoolwork?
Probably 2 to 3 hours a day.
Yeah. Now, after high school, you got some lofty ambitions. And what schools are you looking at? And I assume you're going to probably pursue some type of legal degree.
I'm looking mostly on the East Coast for colleges. The two colleges I really want to go to are Duke and Clemson. I'm also looking towards Vanderbilt, the University of Virginia, Harvard, Columbia. The reason why I don't really want to go to Harvard and Columbia yet is because I'm aiming to get a law degree and a business degree from either one of those schools. So I want to kind of stay down south for as long as I can, enjoy the warm weather until I have to go up in the nice cold snow.
Sounds like a great strategy. Yes. Well, Nikolas, we are very, very proud of you. And I wish you the very best, not only with the work that you're going to be doing for the governor in a few weeks, but in finishing your high school education. And I have no doubt that you'll be really competitive at the college level and you'll get into the school of your choice. And in our school system, I'm just really proud that we can offer programs now that do help our students to be internationally competitive. And so best of luck to you in the future, and thank you for making us very, very proud of the work that you've done in our school system.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. This is just one of many, many successful students in our school system, and I hope that you enjoy getting to meet some of them. Thank you for watching.